Welcome, folks, to the return of one of the most highly acclamated shows on the internet. It is the Hot Take Podcast. I am Chance, and along with me was my trusted co-host, Josh. How are you, sir?
I'm doing good. It's good to be back. Um,
Yeah,
it's a podcast no one asked for, but everyone really wants. That's how I look at our podcast.
that's good. Yeah, I
Um,
like that.
it's gonna be this is gonna be the rebound, and I'm excited to share this with you and our newcomer to the group. Hopefully, gonna bring some knowledge. Hopefully, some insider knowledge. Hopefully, um,
I
our
I
uh,
hope so.
our new other host. If you want to give him an introduction.
Yes, joining us, we now have a trio of people who are really smart, and the smartest of them all, I think,
Wow,
is
high
our
praise.
new host. What is our new host, Dean? How are you, sir?
I'm good, man. Thanks for having me. I'm excited to be here. Just in it for the money, to be honest.
Oh, hey, you know what? We all gotta
But
do.
thank,
We gotta do. We gotta do.
yep, for the payday, guys.
Yeah, you'll be making tens of dollars off of this show.
But no, I'm excited. It's gonna be fun, and get to cover some good topics today.
Yeah, let's keep that energy up, okay? All right. So, I guess first in news, the NFL season is over, but the
Congrats to
off
your
season.
Chiefs. Congrats to your Chiefs.
Let's not talk about that.
Wait. That was last year. Last year. My bad. My bad. Sorry.
Yeah, okay. Yeah, shut up. Okay. At least we won a Super Bowl.
Oh.
Unlike, when was the last time the Packers won a Super Bowl? Well, you were in sixth grade? Yeah, bitch. Shut up. I can die happy. Anyways, that's not what we're talking about here. The NFL offseason, there's always some big moves, and, everyone's a buzz. Biggest move so far has to be probably Carson Wentz to the Colts in the biggest move of 2017, but I'd like to, I guess, in my opinion, who cares? But maybe you guys have a different opinion. Let's start with my man Josh. Do you even care about this?
Well, I do. I do. I don't make a difference in their division for sure. I don't. It's hard. Like, is he as good as Philip Rivers? Like the first half of last year, like I'd say Philip Rivers is 10 times better than Carson Wentz. So it'll be interesting to see how that works, especially with he doesn't have a lot of pieces around him, right? He's got T.Y. Hilton. He's got a solid running back and Jonathan over there. So he just needs a couple more weapons. But the real part that I like is our boy Michael Pittman Jr. not giving him his number. I think that's
Mm,
hilarious.
that is pretty good. And for the record, no one will be better than Philip Rivers. But
This is true. This
who's
is
to,
true.
what do I know? You know. Anyways, yeah, I think it'll at least shake up the division.
For
But
sure. I just don't think
I
he's
just
enough weapons, and like that's gonna be like he's not Aaron Rodgers, right? Like Aaron Rodgers can make,
true,
make Michael Pittman look like Reggie Wayne or like Marvin Harrison,
true.
right? But like
This
I
is
don't know
true.
if Carson Wentz can do that. I think he'll complain too much.
Yeah, and I don't know. To be honest, I never really cared about Wentz. I mean, well, before I say any more, Dean, what do you think about this move? Good, bad, who cares? What do you think?
I think it's a great move for the Eagles.
True.
Um, Jalen Hurts that starting position. I'm excited to see what he can do with the team. Uh, Colts, on the other hand, man, I don't know. I think there are better options out there that they could have went with, but hey, they see something that we don't, and maybe Carson Wentz will return to his old form.
Well, Russell Wilson's going to go to the Eagles, so it doesn't even matter, right?
What?
So
Shut
yeah,
up.
no,
He's
You
gonna
no.
kidding me?
Russell Wilson's gone. He's going.
Get the fuck out of here with that.
No,
Ugh.
he's going.
He's
He's leaving.
You really think so? I mean, I know
Yeah,
Pete
no.
Carroll's a
I think
dinosaur,
that
but
situation's going to be done. You don't go on the national radio and say that. Yeah, I don't know. I don't know what's going to happen. As long as I don't think it's going to be a fit there anymore. I think he's going to be gone this year. Next year, they're going to get like 4 or 5 first round picks for him and just be done with it.
I suppose. you're probably right, but
Where do you see him going then?
I don't know. He's gonna have to agree to the trade. I think though. Like it won't. It'll have to be like a somewhat good situation. I can't see him like something.
wait.
He wants something crazy. Like he'll go to Jacksonville for the #1 pick, and then Seattle picks Trevor Lawrence #1. That would be crazy, but
Okay.
it won't be to a bad situation. I think. Like I don't think the Eagles are too far removed from that, and if Jalen Hurts doesn't do anything the first 6 games, 12 games, I think they'll look into that in the offseason, right?
Okay. Well, first of all, that's hilarious, the Jacksonville thing. But second of all, what if?
I'll take it. I'll take it. I don't know what the odds on it are, but I'll take it.
I mean, yeah, probably, but
It seems like a Jacksonville move, right?
Yeah. I don't know. I mean, they've been terrible for so long.
Overpay for people.
Yeah.
Just their MO.
Yeah. But how about this? What if the Seahawks take a more sinister approach? And as the biggest fuck you in the world,
True.
they send Russell Wilson to Houston.
Oh. He is a man of God.
They say you're gonna you're gonna talk shit about our grandpa, Pete Carroll? Well, pack your bags, bitch. Go down to Houston. I bet the weather's nice down there. I mean, except for the freezing cold. But
so are you trading Deshaun for Wilson straight up?
it might have to be a 3-team trade, to be honest with you.
Well, where's the song going then?
Because I'm just saying, because Deshaun does not want to go to Seattle. Because Seattle, there's no advantage there.
DK Metcalf?
Yeah, and what offensive line? And what defense?
Their center just retired too.
Yeah, so it's he would turn into Russell Wilson. He would have to pull plays out of his ass. He'd get sacked 200 times a season, and they'd be way too dependent on him. So he would have to go. I mean, probably if this trade happens, this trade I just pulled out of my ass, it wouldn't be San Francisco, because San Francisco would not trade. I don't think. Well, never mind. That might work, because Russell Wilson would be going to Jacksonville. No, Texas. Fuck. Houston. God, sorry.
Yeah, you're good.
I don't even know what the fuck I'm talking about.
No, you're good. Just keep going. I like it.
So it would have to be. So Wilson goes to Houston.
Yeah.
Then Deshaun goes to San Fran, and then what? Then what? Jimmy Garoppolo goes to Seattle?
Well, yeah, I mean, you don't have to trade straight up quarterbacks either, but yeah, I know what you're saying.
I guess.
Yeah.
I don't know.
But like
It
for me,
sounded
like
better in my
Deshaun
head.
Watson, like wanting like accepting trades to New York or Miami or like these like bad teams that they're saying he is open to going to. I just don't know why. Like that just shows like how bad management is in Houston. Like how bad it is. Like
Houston fucked this up horribly. Like, how do you soil away your franchise quarterback?
Like that good.
On top of that, speaking of Houston, with the whole J.J. Watt situation.
Oh yeah,
it's coming home.
And I know, Josh, we talked before about J.J. Watt, and you said he's coming to the Packers, and I disagreed with that. I didn't think anything would come of that, but since then he's now released, and the Packers and the Steelers are looking like the front runners.
I know. You know what team scared me? Cleveland Browns.
Yeah, he was not going to the Browns. That was all hearsay. He wasn't going there. But do you think the Packers will actually blow balls? I don't know, because it's the Browns. They're not. They haven't proved anything yet.
They won a playoff game last year. They won a playoff game against Pittsburgh.
Yeah, Jacksonville made it to the AFC Championship. What happened to them the next year?
Well, they had the GOAT. That's why.
That's okay. Yeah.
Don't disrespect Blake Bortles again on this podcast.
Yeah, what's he doing right now?
He's a backup somewhere.
I don't even.
He's getting paid. He's getting paid more than you.
Okay, well, yeah, everybody's getting paid more than me. But do you, as Packer fans, do you think the Packers will actually grow some balls and make some moves this year?
I hope so.
Well, you sound real
I mean, I go back
confident
to the
there.
Julius Pepper signing, right?
True.
Man, honestly, I think this is the last shot for the Packers with Aaron Rodgers.
It's just not good.
This
Not
is it.
good. We don't deserve Aaron Rodgers.
You never thought this day would come.
I know. That's coming faster.
You're sitting pretty all those years, and now it's like, oh shit,
Time's running out, and
tickets getting punched.
This is the last year. Yep, and I would like to see them go get Alshon Jeffrey. He was just released the other day.
Oh, was he
and,
really?
Yeah, he was. So I would like them to go get him. They could probably get him for cheap. It's not like he's been playing well, but as we know, Aaron Rodgers can make anyone look good, and Alshon Jeffrey has a good career behind him despite his recent woes catching
Is
football.
Devin Funchess still on the roster?
I'm not sure about that one.
I think he would have made a difference last year too. He would have taken at least some pressure off Adams.
Yeah, I didn't even hear like he was a non-factor.
Well, yeah, because he opted out, but
That would have helped though.
for sure. Well, anybody would have helped. Like, I don't know,
Literally
like a defense
anybody.
or like, you know.
Yeah.
Did Packers hire a new defensive coordinator?
Yeah, we got the associate head coach from the Los Angeles Rams.
Wow.
I think he's been
What
a defensive
steal.
coordinator once, so yeah, I'd rather have Tom Capers back up in the booth.
Dom Capers, baby. He just got hired somewhere.
Dom?
Yeah, where did he? Somebody just picked him up. I think the Lions. Yeah, the Lions picked him up.
No way. As their DC?
As their defensive assistant.
Oh,
Their
good.
senior defensive assistant.
Wow.
Bringing defensive play back to 1999.
Good for Dom.
What a champ.
Didn't they? Who did they interview from Madison? They interviewed someone from the Badgers.
Oh, yeah. That might have been their defensive coordinator.
Yeah, I think you're right on that.
Because their defense is really good.
And he declined it or turned it down. I don't know if he was offered, but I know he interviewed but wasn't really interested in accepting.
Wow.
But yeah, that's kind of wild.
For sure. Yeah, I don't know. We'll have to see how. I don't know.
Was it Jim Leonard?
No, it's a young guy. It's like a super young guy who's in DC.
I don't know. It says 5 potential candidates, including current Wisconsin defensive coordinator Jim Leonard.
Oh, maybe.
Leon Hard? I'm guessing it's Leonard.
Oh, yeah.
Griffin,
Maybe it is.
Nielsen.
Why does Jim Leonard just sound really old?
That sounds like an old man.
He sounds like
yeah.
he's 68. He sounds like...
Yeah, he sounds like, he's like, yeah.
If we ever get big enough, we gotta have Jim Leonard on.
What?
If we ever get big enough in this podcast, we'll have Jim Leonard on.
True.
Yeah.
Ask him why he sounds like he's 86.
And say, hey, you idiot, why didn't you take that defensive coordinator job?
Well, we'll have to see how this season goes first, and if our defense and our play calling is still garbage, we'll then we can scold him. But if not,
for sure,
he gets the respect.
That's true.
No, I'm ready for free agency and stuff for NFL. We'll have a lot more to talk about with it and stuff. And
true, can't wait for
it's
the
already
Packers
exciting though. Like this whole quarterback market's gonna be insane this year, and the draft's gonna be crazy, and yeah, it'll be interesting.
That's true.
What they're doing. We'll have a whole new NFL by next year.
You know what I'm really excited to see? So after Wentz was traded, reports came out that the Bears were not even made no offer, which I thought was awesome because for a while there were rumors on the Bears going after Carson Wentz.
I don't blame them.
And using that to fill their quarterback role.
Can you imagine their cap though? They have Nick Foles on like a dumb contract. They had the MVP, Mitch Trubisky.
True.
And then Carson Wentz, like...
Yeah, that would be cap hell for like the next 3 years.
Right, and then no draft picks.
Well, they still have their... Like, the GM and the coach, they're the ones who got you, so they're stuck with him.
Right. And then...
it's like hanging on to a bad investment.
And then Allen Robinson wants gone. Like...
It's bad. It's bad. It's not good, folks.
Not good.
It's bad. I'm sorry to all Bear fans out there. You haven't had a glimpse of hope since, 2010? The Caleb Haney game? Like, that's as far as it got for you.
True.
When was that championship game against the Packers? What year was that?
That was 2011.
2010, 2011?
For real? I thought it was like 12, 13. Huh.
Yeah, no.
No.
Dang. We're
Getting
getting
old?
Yeah,
How's it
we're
feel to be
getting
old?
That was like
Exactly.
7th grade for us.
That's crazy, man.
Somebody asked me, I was like, when was the Packers in the Super Bowl? And I said, I don't know, like 5 years ago. And then I had to look it up. I was like, oh shit, that
We
was
were
10
so
years
good.
ago.
Like, I remember like the last like 3 seasons after that, we were like 15-1 one year. I mean, lost like
Hey, who did you lose
Only
to that
lost
year?
to the Chiefs. Only
Who was
lost
that
to
one
the
loss
Chiefs.
that year?
Kyle Orton and the
Yeah.
Chiefs.
Yeah.
Kyle
That was
Orton.
back in the day when that's all I could brag about.
Like, who's Kyle
Oh
Orton?
yeah, we beat you in a regular season game. That meant nothing. Like that was all I had.
Was Tony
As a
Gonzalez
Chiefs
still on the
fan.
team?
No, he was long gone.
He might have been on the Falcons at that point.
Yeah, it was Kyle Orton and interim head
Dexter-
coach Romeo Crennel.
Dexter McCluster.
Yeah, I hated
Jamal
him.
Charles? Was
Jamal
that during
Charles?
Jamal Charles, the GOAT.
Why did you guys not make the playoffs?
Because we had Todd Haley as a head coach. That's why.
Electric.
Yeah. And then we
I
had
like
Matt
Todd Haley.
Castle as a quarterback. That's why.
Didn't he just yell at everyone all the time?
Thought
Thought he was kind of a jerk.
I don't remember because this was back in the Stone Ages where they didn't give you NFL Sunday ticket.
True.
So I didn't get any Chiefs games because spoiler alert, they weren't good. So I'd have to go on NFL.com and I'd have to watch the digital field. If you remember this.
Wow.
And it would give you a 3D look of the field and it would say like Matt Castle sacked for negative 10 yards. And then like the little arrow would go back. I don't know if any of you remember this.
Yeah.
And that's how I'd have to watch the games. And it was a lot of 37-7 losses.
A lot of refreshing on the page. And,
a lot of refreshing. And then the one time they went to a Chiefs game as bonus footage, like they do.
Lost your mind.
Yeah, I was like, oh my god, the Chiefs are on TV. And they were, let's see. They were down, it was 21-14. They were down. And they marched down the field. They scored a touchdown with like 30 seconds left. And I was like, yes. And then the head coach, I think it was Herm Edwards, he said, we're going for 2. We want this win. And they didn't get it.
That sounds like the Chiefs for like the last 20 years minus the last 3.
They lost by 1 point. And I had to just sit there and be like, fuck.
Emotionally scarred after that one, or what?
Yeah, at that point, like, I don't know. Until like we got Patrick Mahomes, I was totally content with. I was like, I'm never gonna watch. They're never gonna win a Super Bowl.
Did you think?
Accept it.
Did you think Pat Mahomes is really good as he is?
Since I had such high disdain for Alex Smith, yes.
Wow.
I had to believe he was going to be good because I was like, it was like,
because I think me and Dean are like on the opposite about Jordan Love. Like, I think we're gonna think he's garbage.
Yeah, you won't even give him a shot.
No.
Yeah, I mean, when you have a quarterback of that caliber in the position already,
it's hard.
Nobody can take the role, right? You
just think, I don't even remember that like with Rodgers though. Like, I don't remember like thinking Rodgers is gonna be amazing either.
Yeah, no, exactly. And then he takes over, and my opinion, much better than Brett Favre. I mean, Brett Favre threw a lot of interceptions.
Yeah, that's true.
True, but I think
but Favre did play like every game though, which is nice. But yeah.
And I don't know. I only remember Favre's last season as a Packer and then his big season as a Viking. But
you don't remember
I do
the Jets
think
year?
Vaguely, I remember they beat the Chiefs like 40-0, but that's not important. I think even though I got a limited view of Brett, I think he was more fun to watch.
For real? Over Aaron Rodgers?
I mean, Aaron Rodgers was like he was more precise, and I don't know, not in the last 5 years, but like those first like 6 or 7 years, anytime the Packers were playing, you never had a doubt that okay, Aaron Rodgers, he gets the ball, we'll win. I don't know, just with Brett, it was more chaotic, and it was like, well,
I'll tell you what's
he
annoying, like about
I don't
Rodgers,
know.
like to watch him, like he'll take like a timeout, like 10 minutes in, like the first like 5 minutes of the first
Yeah,
quarter, he'll take like a timeout, or like, or you'll see him just sit there with the ball for like 15 or 30 seconds, like trying to find someone, and they just get sacked. It's like, what if
that's
Favre would just
true.
like throw it somewhere, right? Like he
He'd
just,
throw it into triple coverage,
yeah,
and guess what?
exactly.
Half the time he'd end up catching it for a touchdown.
I
So
guess it
they're like,
depends on what you
hey,
like, I guess. But like then you gotta factor in like Rodgers does have like 6 like Hail Mary throws. Like
that's true.
I don't know, like I don't know. It's
But
a
I mean,
toss up.
yeah, I don't know. I just Brett. He was kind of the last of a dying breed of
I'm
quarterback.
more of a Matt Flynn guy.
True, Flynn for
Oh,
the win, guys.
Week 17 Matt Flynn against the Lions.
No, what about that one year where he came back against the Cowboys? Was that on
Oh, that too.
Thanksgiving? No, that wasn't on Thanksgiving.
How about
That was in.
how about when he got beat out in training camp against Russell Wilson? Yeah,
That's right. He was
that's
supposed to
probably
be
my
the
favorite
starting
Matt Flynn.
quarterback.
Pay him $36 million and
Hey, people forget these things. He was supposed to be the guy in Seattle, and then this guy named Russell Wilson showed up, and they're like, "Oh, this guy's way better."
just 10 times
Well,
better.
damn, Matt. I'm sorry. Remember Scott Tolzien?
Oh, Jared
That stud. Remember who else? Well, everybody remembers Brett Hundley.
Oh,
oh man,
That
don't even
even
remind
better.
that
me.
Who is the Browns quarterback? Who is their backup for?
Kaiser, Deshaun
Yeah,
Kaiser,
Deshaun Kaiser.
Yeah.
We've had
Oh,
a but
and
Graham
now
Harrell remains the same.
yeah, now you got was it Boyle? I think
Tim
right.
Boyle.
Tim Boyle,
Tim Boyle, what a guy.
the true heir to the Packers throne.
True.
And the Chiefs got Chad Henne, so we're all good
Chad
on
Henne.
backups.
Dude, remember when
oh
Chad
man.
Henne got drafted? I was hyped about Chad Henne.
I think you were the only one.
Probably. Well, not the Jacksonville front office. They were
I
pretty jacked
guess.
too.
Yeah, for like that 1 year, and they're
Probably
like,
Chad
oh
Henne's
no,
parents too, probably.
yeah, yeah, and then yeah, he was gone.
Yep.
Well, no, he was on Jacksonville, then Miami,
He
I
might have
think.
been on San Francisco too. No, I'm thinking about Blaine Gabbert.
Yeah, Blaine Gabbert's been around the block.
He also drafted by Jacksonville
That's right.
because
Jacksonville, come
Chad
on,
Henne was garbage.
you're wasting all this talent, Jacksonville.
Exactly.
But anyways, whatever.
No, but
Yeah,
I think we can all say that we're excited about the NFL offseason.
yeah, I can't wait. Woo-hoo-hoo. Can't wait for the Packers to do nothing again, because that's what always happens. It seems like. But what do I know? Chiefs don't need anybody, so they're just going to get complacent again
True.
and sleep their way into a conference game again.
True.
But
Probably.
let's not. I don't want to talk about that. No, the pain is still fresh. So yeah. Yeah, NFL, pretty
We gotta
good
keep
stuff.
her. Do we gotta keep her moving here?
Huh?
We gotta keep it
Yeah, let's
moving.
keep it going. What do we got next?
I guess we should probably talk about baseball
Baseball.
since
Oh,
the
yes,
MLB
sir.
season is right around the corner, and Brewers making some moves.
You should you
Huh?
should work for Fox Sports.
That's true. I'll be their guy on the
You and our
ground.
buddy Jason.
Yeah. I'll be reporting from American Family,
Yeah,
whatever the fuck. And I'll
Dean,
say,
you gotta work on that.
yeah, you got to
Work
work
on
on
what?
your news reporter cadences.
Oh yeah, you're right.
You
But
gotta tell them to change the name back.
Live from the dugout. This is Dean Ware. Yep.
hot take news. Anyways,
Oh my gosh.
they would kick you
Like, what
out
the fuck?
so fast.
What the fuck? What are you doing? Where'd you get that microphone?
No, dude, I'm media. I'm media.
Media.
Don't fucking touch me, bro. Anyways, so it's reported that Lorenzo Cain's back, so that's probably a good thing for the
For
Brewers.
sure. For
Beautiful.
sure.
And let's see, who did they sign? They just signed Travis Shaw to a minor league
Colton
deal.
Wong.
And
Colton
Colton Wong, yay, I guess.
Travis Shaw is back. How exciting.
I was so happy when I saw that news. I was
The
yes,
mayor of Ding Dong City.
the missing piece that we needed.
Yeah. Everyone's missing a little Travis Shaw there, too.
That's true. But let's see, what happened last year? I don't even remember.
We snuck into the playoffs with a negative record.
Oh yeah.
Negative.
Due to the expanded playoffs with COVID.
Oh fuck, I forgot about that.
Yeah, it was a rough season. I mean,
Who
a lot
did
of
they-
people weren't playing.
Who did they play right away?
The Dodgers.
Oh.
Yeah.
Well, yeah.
You're saying Brandon Woodruff didn't, just carry the team into the playoffs? Like, they didn't carry.
True. Come on, bro.
Brandon Wood is a stud, and
He should have been batting cleanup.
man.
True.
Yep.
Come on, Craig Counsell, you analytical ass.
How great is Craig
That
Counsell?
should have been your number one priority.
I think Brandon Woodruff is going to go for a Cy Young this year.
Whoa.
Oh.
You got a prediction on wins?
Prediction on wins for the Brewers. Well,
Or just Brandon Woodruff in general?
I'll give my overall, and yeah, I'll dive into this. So, like we were just talking about with Travis Shaw being signed to that minor deal with invitation to camp, and then they have until like March 15th, I believe, to decide
future Brewers Wall of Famer Travis Shaw. Let's just say what it is.
It's true. Put him right next to Raleigh Fingers.
And Bill Hall.
Yeah.
Bill Hall's a legend. But yeah, they have until like March 15th to decide if they're going to sign him onto the MLB roster.
Oh, that's no question.
We were in the mix for Justin Turner from news reports, and it's been reported that the Brewers were offering around the same amount as the Dodgers were offering him to bring Justin Turner back.
So half the city of Milwaukee. You just own half the city now.
Yeah, pretty much. You have to sell the Amtrak to them or whatever. The streetcar. It's yours if you come play with us.
So that was a little disappointing when we didn't sign him. I mean, he chose to stay in Los Angeles.
Do you blame him, though? Do you blame him?
True.
I mean, if you're getting offered the same amount.
Exactly. You just won a World Series.
Yeah, exactly. I mean, common sense. But also what's interesting is I saw yesterday or day before that some reports came out during the whole negotiations and things like that. The Brewers and David Stearns in particular got really close with Justin Turner to the point where Justin Turner was calling him Stearnsy.
Oh.
So it's like, I don't know. It's interesting how they got close, and you have these like nicknames for people and stuff, and then he just in the end decides to re-sign with the Dodgers. But
that makes it so much more embarrassing.
Okay, could you imagine though, like Doug Melvin being that guy? Like that's why I like David Stearns so much. What's
up, Melvy? Hey, Melvy.
Doug just I don't know. Kind of creepy.
Dougie? Hey, Dougie? No. Doesn't really work.
But yeah, that would have been a really nice piece to have there at third base. I mean, now it's open for competition. They might throw Luis Urias over there at third, or depending on what they see in Travis Shaw, maybe he'll get signed to the major league.
All right, what's our lineup looking like this year? I know our outfield's pretty much set with Braun, Cain, and Yelich, and then Colton Wong at second.
Braun's not back, man.
Braun's not back yet?
No.
Braun's not back. There's been no talks of him wanting to play. He said that he's not.
Oh, is he retired?
Not officially. I don't think there's been.
God.
That. So it's just like
he should.
But he's been saying, from what I've read, that he's not looking to play, not interested in playing right now.
I think he should just retire.
He's not retiring?
I don't know, man. No.
So he doesn't want to play, but he's also not retiring.
Dude, maybe he'll go down to like Cuba.
that door is still open, I guess. But
Yeah.
Ryan
right
Braun.
in the
Oh,
outfield, Kane, Yelich, and Avisail Garcia, and they're
oh,
also
that's
in.
right.
Reports are coming in that the Brewers are also actively pursuing Jackie Bradley,
Oh, yeah, I did see
free agent
that.
from Boston.
That would be a pretty good pickup, I think.
Yeah, I
You
was
know,
like, damn.
you ready? You ready for a hot take?
Yes.
Ryan Braun signs in the Korean League to play with Eric Thames.
Okay.
Oh,
I
that's
would
my
put that
take.
at
All right.
0.0001% chance of happening.
I'll buy a jersey right now. D8
I
skate.
would too.
D8 skate,
I
hit me
would
up. I want that Korean
There you
League
go.
Ryan Braun
There you go.
jersey.
No, I think you'd only find that on AliExpress.
AliExpress, D8 skate, whatever one wants to ship me one. We'll make him a sponsor of this show.
There you go. I don't know. Like, okay, if he's all wishy-washy, like who else would he sign with besides the Brewers?
honestly, I don't see it. I don't think he would play anywhere else.
No value.
In his career,
Well,
it
yeah.
makes sense just because he's been a Brewer his entire career.
Well, yeah.
So I mean, he's set on. I would assume. I mean, I'm not going to speak for him, but I'm assuming he's set on his financial situation. There's no obligation for him to play other than the love of the game.
I'd say
So
yeah. That's
I don't
Right.
think signing anywhere else would really be.
Yeah, I don't think he'd have a good market because it's not 2011 anymore. Like that Ryan Braun is shipped off, never to be seen again.
Hey,
Okay,
that
Dean,
man can
Dean, I
still
got
play.
two
That man is
questions.
still putting up good numbers. He might not be the.
I guess, but
He's aging well.
yeah, he also
His
gets
numbers-
injured every year. You have back pain, whatever.
Dean, I got two questions.
What's that?
One, you don't think he's going to be a good veteran bat? Like, just even a good vet somewhere. Like, he doesn't even have to play every day. Like, just to be a good presence, you don't think?
Oh, I would, dude. If he wanted to play, I would love to have him back on the Brewers.
Yeah, but I won't even see him like almost like an advisor almost. Like he could play like every like week or two, right? Like he can come off the bench, like That's the only role I can see him playing as.
Yeah,
because I really like Garcia.
I think after he's officially retired and all that, I believe he is going to be a part of the coaching staff in some way, shape.
That's what I would like to see him as.
Yeah.
Okay.
That's gonna happen.
Second question. Ryan Braun get his jersey retired, number retired at Miller Park?
Yes, absolutely.
Really?
Yeah.
Steroids and all.
Well,
yes, we forgave him for that.
Okay. All right.
But American Family Field, I do believe.
Oh, I hate that. I hate that so much.
You need to love it, my friend.
Again, if Milwaukee's going to rename any arena, it's got to be the one call that's all.
Oh.
One call that's all field, one call that's all arena, whatever.
Oh my
Dave
God.
Gruber's got to put his money where his mouth is.
How awkward is that to say? Welcome to the one call it's all
that's
Superdome. Like no.
One call, welcome to one call that's all field.
How about Gruber Field?
No. No.
That's so much better.
That's terrible. It's almost as bad as Grimes Field.
I don't know. Yeah, I'd say they'll retire his number. I mean, he's probably the best Brewer we've seen since
Prince Fielder.
I wouldn't even. I mean, yes, but Prince Fielder didn't have the longevity,
and he didn't have that. I love Prince Fielder, but he didn't have that. That loyalty to Brewers like Braun.
That loyalty to being bad. Yeah.
And I think like that plays a big part with this franchise because as a small market team, it's really easy to get poached by bigger teams when you have a player who shines with you and that is like, oh, I'm worth a lot more than what they can give me. I'll just go somewhere else.
Yeah, especially if your team's in like a rebuild and they need prospects.
Do you think Yelich will have that same effect on the Brewers?
If he stays longer.
Yep, he already signed that extension. What was that, last year? Or?
Oh, yeah.
Exactly. That's what I'm wondering. I just hope they don't trade him too early.
No, I don't think they will trade him. I mean, who am I to know? But I think he's going to take that role that Ryan Braun played in Milwaukee. And I think he's going to be that, our face of the franchise for the next decade.
Right.
Where we just,
Got to build around him, though.
Yep, absolutely. I think this season, or this offseason, I should say, has
Yeah.
shown some very promising signs that they are willing to spend and put the pieces around the superstar to make a run.
Are we surprised that we still have Josh Hader on our team? Like, I thought he was supposed to be gone.
I am not surprised one bit, just because every time there are talks about, Josh Hader being on the table, it's always followed by the Brewers asking prices
Way too high.
astronomical, which it should be because he's fantastic.
But we have Devin Williams now.
Oh yeah, Devin Williams is.
Oh wow.
Too. And we were just in on Trevor Rosenthal before he signed with the A's. Could you imagine if we would have got him too? Our bullpen is already really good, but
right.
it would have just been.
Oh, Craig would have loved that.
So scary.
All the analytics involved with that bullpen. Oh, he would have loved that.
So is our starting pitching, you think, our weakness this year? It feels like since Giovanni Gallardo, it's been our weakness.
I think it is one of probably our weaker points because, like we're just talking about, our bullpen is fantastic. Always gets the job done.
But we can't rely on every game, though. Like,
exactly. We have to have starters that can get us to the 6th or 7th inning. We can't have the bullpen out there coming in the 5th, 6th, 7th. 7th.
Well, why don't we just pitch one inning and we'll just have someone pitch one inning?
That's right, dude. That's genius. Dude.
No one will ever get tired.
Our starters are always, stamina. Their stamina's always high because they only pitch one inning.
5 starting pitchers. That gets us to the 5th.
Yeah, oh yeah.
But yeah, going based off what happened last season, I think one of our issues, and last season was a fluke, it was a 60-game season, not much time for preparation with COVID and everything. So a lot of people weren't hitting the way they normally do. So that was definitely our weakness last year, but I don't think that same situation will apply this year. I think we'll see a lot of players back to normal, and it won't be as big of an issue.
It's going to feel like a real season.
Yeah, we could use some bats. I think we could use a bat or two. But yeah, starting pitching, I would definitely say. It'll be interesting to see how some of those starters play this season, though. I'm specifically looking at Josh Lindblom and Chase Anderson, who just re-signed with the Brewers as well. So I think those two are going to be key to whether or not our starting rotation is solid.
How's our cap looking like? Are we going to be able to sign anyone this year, or like nothing too? You were saying Justin Turner before, but we obviously have some money then, right? Like we're definitely able to get another bat, right?
Yeah, we just Justin Turner signed for 2 years, $34 million, something like that. So if we can offer a contract like that, I would assume that there's money to spend. It's just a matter of what's really available that could be useful defensive wise as well as offensive. Because we have defensive. Our defense is going to be phenomenal with what we got.
We had Daniel Vogelbach at first, right?
No, they're going to roll with Keston from what they've been saying.
Okay.
Because with the signing of Colton Wong, and he's 2-time Gold Glover at second base, they don't want to move him to a different position, so they're going to give him second base. And then Keston's going to move from second over to first. And I know there were some people were speculating maybe he moves to third, but he was struggling or had struggles with his defense at second and his throwing strength over there. So third is definitely not the best place for him to go. So they're putting him over at first.
Exciting. Are we going to win the division?
No.
Really?
Yes, absolutely.
Nope, we will not.
What do you got, Chance?
The Cardinals.
The
Cardinals are very scary.
Yadier Molina?
Every fucking year.
You just got Arenado too? Man, just traded for Nolan Arenado?
Yeah, that's scary. That guy's
The Cardinals are the perfect rival because they're never not good.
Yeah.
It doesn't make any sense. I don't get it.
You got Trevor Bauer out of the Central, though.
Oh, my gosh.
Oh, yay,
What?
but they also
You
got
don't like
Nolan
Trevor Bauer?
Arenado.
True.
They got Paul Goldschmidt on the Cardinals too, which, dude, when he got traded, or was it free agency? I don't know.
Wait,
Boy,
he
went to
came
Cardinals.
from Arizona to the Cardinals, correct?
Yes.
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah. When I saw that, man, oh, worst nightmare, dude.
Yeah.
The man is an absolute stud. So to add Arenado to that lineup,
Hey,
that
well, we got their second baseman.
Wow.
we did get Colton Wong.
Amazing.
I love that signing. I can't say
Top five second baseman.
yes.
Absolutely.
Absolutely.
I don't know. I shouldn't say anything. I
The
haven't really.
best defensive second baseman in the league.
Better than Ricky Weeks.
No one's better than Ricky Weeks, you asshole. Don't even say that.
Dude, another Brewers Wall of Honor.
I'll never forget. I was at a game with my father, and it was bases loaded, bottom of the ninth. Brewers are down by I think 2. Ricky came up, and a guy in my section started screaming, "Ricky, Ricky, Ricky!" He got the whole stadium to chant it. And I was like, "Oh fuck, dude, this is something's gonna happen!" And he grounded out to lose the game.
Hey, I was there when he hit it off the Gale Club, though.
True.
That like 500-foot shot that he had.
Man, I don't. Oh, the pop of the ball off that bat, dude. Oh,
Ricky decided to use a cork bat one game.
Dude, that was something.
You have 2011 flashbacks. Like, man, when he was an all-star.
That 2011 squad was so much fun.
Goat.
It was.
Jason still wears that hat, man.
That's true. Why would he not? That was the peak for the Brewers in our lifetime so far.
Oh, absolutely not.
I don't know. The team a couple of years ago, and they went to the NLCS. Like, that's pretty good, too.
That one was pretty good, too.
That season was electric. When we went to the playoffs and we're on that run where we just seemed like unstoppable.
When we get hot in September, it's just different.
It is. And we are such a September team with the rosters expanding and everything.
Right.
I think that's where Craig Counsell's coaching ability really comes to play. Yeah, he's really good. He's really good when those rosters expand and just, yeah.
I absolutely hate when it's like the first 3 months of the season and we're just in first and like this is not going to end well. Like this is terrible. Like I already know it's going to be like 80 and 80 season or whatever, like 80, 81 and 81 and finish third and
I don't know. I really should get into the Brewers game. I think the last time I paid attention in their playoff run in 18 because that was exciting. But other than that, the last time I followed them a whole season, like Matt Garza was there. Do you remember? I think this was the last season I really paid attention. Do you remember 2013 or 14 where we were either in first or second, and then we hit August and we lost like 20 games in August or something.
Couldn't win a game to.
Dude, that's what I'm talking about. Like being first the whole year.
And yeah, I remember watching that season. They were like playing the Reds or something, and they were down like 10-0 in like the 5th inning. And I just was sitting there like, damn, like this is not good.
Would you like a hot take right now?
Matt Garza's coming back?
No. One thing.
Oh.
I like 2 people on the Reds that I'd like the Brewers to get somehow, some way. One, Joey Votto. If there's some way they could get that guy on the Brewers. Yeah. Electric. And Scooter Gennett coming back. I know we got a good second baseman, but Scooter last year or 2 years ago was fire.
I miss Scooter.
Dude, literally the year after he left, he was amazing.
Like that's my problem. I've been out of the loop for so long. So when they show who's pitching and stuff, I'm like, where's Giovanni Gallardo? Like,
so if we get
Ben Sheets on the team.
What happens if we get Joey Votto? Who? I mean, obviously he takes first, but then what happens? What happens from there?
What do you mean?
Who plays third? What does Keston Hira do?
I don't know. I just like Joey Votto a lot. I think he's really good. I think he's so underrated.
Craig will figure it out. Don't worry. He's a genius.
I don't know who we'd give up. We'd have to give up like Hader or something for him, but
I don't know. That seems pretty lopsided.
yeah, for us.
For just Joey Votto, yeah, I don't think that would work.
Joey Votto's good. I don't know.
I know he's
getting
good,
better.
but yeah,
Good
I
left-handed
guess.
bat.
Yeah, I suppose. But still wondering where John Axford is when I turn on my
John
television.
Ack. Oh my gosh.
Why isn't the X-Man closing the game? And then I'm
Zach
like, oh
Greinke's
yeah,
still playing.
oh yeah. And then I have to say, oh yeah, it's 2021. That was like 15 years ago, you old man. I have to remind
John
myself
Axford
sometimes.
taking Trevor Hoffman's spot.
That's right.
That is terrible.
Yeah,
Oh, I
there
miss
was
the
like
old Brewers.
a throwback video, and it was like Corey Hart hitting a walk-off home
Oh my
run.
gosh.
I got really sad. I was like, oh, Corey.
You just wonder what Corey Hart's doing right now.
Corey.
Actually, I came across the Brewers tagged him in like what was it? Like one of their Instagram stories. There
You
was
know
a
what?
picture of him or something, and I clicked on it and found his Instagram profile, and I was scrolling through that to also see what he was up to. Just looks like he's being a dad, and yeah, his kids are playing baseball and softball.
I
Looks
feel like
like.
we get Corey Hart. I think Corey Hart can come on the podcast.
Should I? Yeah, should we message him?
Did DM him?
Yeah.
Maybe I don't like. I feel like we definitely could get old Brewers to play. Like definitely,
I
like
think
Jeff
so, too.
Suppan. Jeff Suppan could definitely come on the podcast.
Wow. Okay. Should we rename it the Has-Beens podcast?
Maybe just get old, irrelevant, very niche market Milwaukee players that only people from Milwaukee would know.
Oh yeah. I mean, that sounds great on paper. Yeah.
We got to get Bill Hall, man.
Tony Gwynn Jr. joined the show.
Oh, we got to get Ben Sheets.
Derek Turnbow?
Mitch Setter?
Mitch Setter, dude.
JJ Hardy, even though he was mostly in Baltimore. But hey,
pretty good.
JJ Hardy, what a stud.
Favorite player. He used to be my favorite player. And then, you know what? It became Bill Hall pretty quick.
My favorite player was Casey McGee.
Casey McGee.
Oh, Casey McGee.
Love Casey McGee, man.
He was good.
Uniski Betancourt.
I remember him. I liked him. I think my favorite player probably was K-Rod.
Oh.
I liked K-Rod.
True. That was
I liked his pitching stance. I don't know.
Yep.
It's like he balked every time, but like it was okay.
It was always great because we would go halfway through the year without him, and we know we would sign him like in September.
Yeah, he'd always. Oh, we sign him back. Yeah, that would always happen.
Like, oh yeah, he's coming back.
Oh yeah, he was good. I don't know. Braun was always exciting.
I'm trying to think who else, like some very like.
What about who replaced Axford? Was it Jim Henderson?
Oh,
remember him?
Yeah, Jim Henderson was like electric for half a year.
I remember that, and then he just collapsed. I remember.
Chris Capuano was my guy for a little bit.
Oh, dude, Capuano. Yes, I loved Capuano.
Dude, I'm pretty sure he destroyed his arm, but
who was he was a lefty out of the bullpen. He was like a long reliever usually. Shit, I'm not gonna be able to think of him. He was like early 2010s guy. I think we got him from the Cubs. Let's see if I can real quick here.
Man.
I remember I was watching a game. It was against Colorado, so it was like midnight when I was watching it, and it was pouring rain, and he hung a slider so bad. And
you watched Todd Helton.
Memory of him? He hung one slider in a.
He hung a slider, and it was like a 3-run home run, and then he was bitching at the umpire like the ball was wet. And I was like, "Yeah, no, dude, you can't."
Hey, Dean, I was gonna ask you. Who's that Freddie guy who pitched for us a couple years ago? He was really good his rookie year.
Willie Peralta. Yeah, he's still with us.
Still with us?
Yes, sir. Absolutely. I saw him at Brewers on Deck last year.
There you go.
Waiting to clean up and get everything put away.
Was he helping you, or was he part of the team?
No. I was in the back, about to take the elevator down to go bring some chairs or get some chairs from the floor below us, and out of the staircase next to the elevator comes out Willie Peralta.
How about that?
Yeah, I just saw him and I was like, "Whoa, this is like my first interaction in this job with like an MLB player."
I
And he
think
like looked at me and I gave him the nod, like, "What's up, man?" And he gave me the nod back, and then he headed out.
there you go.
Okay,
Do you
I need to
want to tell?
interject
Do you
here
want?
for a second.
Oh, do you have it?
Do you remember the greatest of all time, Tom Gorzolani?
Oh, he pitched for Pittsburgh for a while.
Yeah, he was with Pittsburgh, Chicago, Washington,
I do.
Milwaukee.
I vaguely remember him on the show. MLB The Show.
Oh yeah, but yeah, my only memory of him is hanging a slider.
You know what? It does
Colorado.
sound familiar. I feel like I could look that up on YouTube right now.
And he immediately went to the dude, the ball's wet. Like, yeah, okay, bud, whatever you say.
All right, I got two more Brewers. First off, Willie Peralta. What a guy.
Oh yeah, I
Oh,
remember.
yeah.
I saw him live once where he didn't make it out of the first inning.
And then how do we feel about Carlos Gomez?
Oh, Carlos Gomez.
Remember when he was
Legend.
the face of our franchise for those like, couple
Literally
years?
the face of our Carlos Gomez.
He was the guy for like 2 years.
Yeah, also an all-star somehow.
Fuck, dude, those were dark days. Remember every other day he'd get in a fight?
Literally every other day he get ejected for something.
Because he'd like bat flip like a double, and everyone's like, "Bro, like, can you not do that?" And he was like, "Fuck you!" And then everybody would just start.
Dude, I got 2 years of my prime. Like, just let me do it.
Yeah, that's true.
You know who we really need to get on here? That would just be an amazing guest.
Who?
Tony Plush himself, Nigel Morgan.
Nigel
Morgan. That'd be alright.
Won us the NLDS.
True.
Who
did he bring home though? He brought home the greatest, Carlos Gomez. So
true.
It's all circular, my friend.
Full circle. Tony Plush.
He was so much fun. He's one of those guys where if he's not on your team, you absolutely hate to play against him.
Yes.
Just because of how, like, you know, he'll let you know when he's owning you, and it's just like, wow, that guy's annoying. But when he's playing for you, you just love it.
Remember that fight that he got into at St. Louis with like Adam Wainwright or something? Yeah. Just like, what are you yelling about?
Man, I love Nigel Morgan.
Yeah, we definitely could get him here.
That'd be good. I don't know. I can make myself get into baseball again. I just like reminiscing about, like, why do I reminisce about the shittiest Brewers teams of my lifetime?
Yeah, I remember like when I first got into Brewers baseball, like I could tell you like the 2006 Brewers roster like up and down. Like,
oh yeah,
Tony Graffinino was definitely starting at third base for us. Like, no one knows who Tony Graffinino is. Like, I do. Like Kevin Metz played left field. I know.
Yeah.
Why?
Yeah, like, I don't know. I was just looking when you guys were talking about the Brewers. I was looking at their starting like rotation, and I was like, I don't know any of these people.
Yeah.
So I really need to try to immerse myself in baseball again.
No, I'm pumped for the season. I got that Bill Hull jersey for Christmas. I'm back into it.
There you go.
I am.
Because like if Brian Braun doesn't come back, I'm fucked then. Because that's my only.
That's your only link.
If someone would ever ask. If that was somebody would ask me how are the Brewers, I'd be like, yeah, Ryan Braun, totally. Like,
see, like that, even like casual fans like from Milwaukee know who like Ryan Braun is, though. I think Yelich will definitely be that guy.
Yeah, I think give him a few years and he'll be like Braun, you know, where people will say, yeah, Christian Yelich. I mean,
oh yeah, he became instantly loved. I mean, once he got to Milwaukee, he was already good, and when I found out that we were getting Christian Yelich. Man, I was pumped.
Underrated move that offseason.
Yeah, and then he gets here and he just like turns into a whole different
guy.
Like turns up to a whole new level, dude.
Would you say he changed the culture?
Yes.
In Milwaukee? Oh yeah.
I think David Stearns though did.
Yeah, he helped too.
Oh, yeah. Yep.
But
Like Doug Melvin did nothing for us. Like he definitely got us to like that 11 World Series, not World Series, that 11 playoff run, and definitely got us our core with like Braun, Fielder, and even like brought Sabathia in. But like I think David Stearns is attractive to young players. Like what you said about Justin Turner, he's called him Sturdy and stuff. Like that's just gonna resonate different with players.
it's true.
Yeah, David Stearns is really good at his job. I'm glad we have
Doug
him.
Melvin. Okay.
Do you remember we gave up that really big prospect too for Yelich? That outfielder?
Yeah, and then he recently just got like traded or something.
Yeah,
or like
he's garbage now.
Released or something. Yeah, dude, like that was a steal.
He was straight garbage.
Beautiful deal. We've won damn near every trade.
Pretty
Everything
much.
worked out.
I'm not even mad about the Sabathia trade. Like we didn't give up any nothing
true.
for that.
But hey, while he was here, it was pretty exciting.
Oh, it was nuts.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, I don't know. I think this might be the year where I try to actually care about baseball again.
Hopefully we get some games. Hopefully by summer we can get to some games.
I can't be a poser forever. All right.
Speaking of games, one for Chance. If you want to get started, a good place to stay up to date. I mean, I know you can have ESPN and all those apps and notifications and stuff. But if you want to dive a little bit deeper, the Brewers subreddit is pretty nice. It's a nice little community. Always fun and always got some funny memes on there and stuff.
Does Jimmy Nelson pop in every once in a while?
I don't think so. I mean, he's on the Dodgers now, so.
I don't know. He's like low key though. Like low key not looking at anyone to be talking about him on there.
He might be a free agent now. Actually.
Oh, let's get him back.
Let's get him back, dude.
Just like old times.
But
talk to him.
Then I'll have the reason to watch. I'll be like, Jimmy Nelson, I know that guy.
I booked my flight for San Diego in the middle of April when we head over to San Diego and play the Padres. So I'm gonna go catch some games on there.
About San Diego. Where do they find all this money?
Dude, dang, that contract, that 14 years, $330 million? That's
and then you get the guy from Tampa. Right. The starting pitcher from Tampa.
Yep.
And they signed like 2 other All-Stars.
Manny Machado. They just signed Manny Machado
again.
What was that? 2 years ago? Last year?
That was last year, I think.
Yeah.
I just don't know where like San Diego's not a big market. Like it's not like a crazy market. Like
I guess, but it's California.
I guess, but like
just has assloads of money. Like I don't get it.
I don't know. Like why couldn't they do it like 10 years ago when Adrian Gonzalez was there?
Right.
I don't know.
The Padres are going to be scary this year for sure.
I don't know. I think because back then with Adrian Gonzalez, like it was still like I don't know, teams were still kind of afraid. Like now they'll just shit out $200 million contracts like it's nothing.
I love that the Dodgers and Padres are in the same division. Yeah. Like one of them has to be a wild card.
Probably the Dodgers. I don't think the Padres. Padres always disappoint. I feel.
True.
Like since the Will Shields days.
Oh,
there's another guy.
Will Myers.
Yeah, like it's like they just never. They always peter out, and it's just they have all this money, and it's just like they're burning it, and it's I don't know. But what do I know? I'm not a general manager.
Could be.
I could be. Yeah.
If Jackie can, I think you can.
I'll give Craig Counsell a call. See what's open. Yeah.
Dean, you got predictions for this year? Like, what do you think playoffs are looking like? Who you got a Willie prediction?
I do, and I think so. I'll break it down by division. All right.
Okay.
Let's take a look. Let me just take a look here.
All right.
Okay, before you go, I'm just going to hedge my bets against everything. Whoa. So in the end, I'll be right. So that's what I'll do.
Are you taking the Brewers the field chance?
I'll take the field, but I wouldn't be surprised if the Brewers win the division.
All right, I'll take the Brewers.
Yeah. I'll do the classic Skip Bayless where I basically say both things and then I can say
Yeah.
I was right. That's what I'll do.
But I said they
Yes.
make it to the World Series. I said they make it.
Yeah, pretty much.
I'll start off with the AL. We'll start in the East. I think
Toronto.
Toronto. Nah, man. I'm gonna go with Tampa Bay.
Really?
Yeah,
I thought you were gonna say New
Title
York.
Town now. It is Title Town now.
Yo,
It's the
Tampa
new
Bay
Title
for
Town.
sure. I think Tampa Bay will win that division. So I'll go by division winners, and then I'll pick the wild card,
Okay.
the two wild card words. I think Tampa Bay takes that division. They played really well, made it to the World Series this past season. Even though it was 60 games, they showed a lot of upside. So I liked them. I'll
So
take
even
Tampa Bay.
missing their starting pitching, you're gonna take them.
Yes.
Chris Archer's gonna lead them.
Hey man, I think they'll be just all right. They'll be good.
Taking Toronto.
Yeah.
Young guys are gonna get dumb this year.
Toronto. Yeah, I could see that for sure.
Chances
And
pick
then-
the Yankees. Okay.
I think I'm gonna go out on a limb and I'll say the Yankees.
There you go.
They're the dark horse team this year.
Take the Orioles.
Fuck it. Yeah, the Orioles. They're gonna surprise everybody. They're gonna win 120 games.
0.0% chance to make the playoffs. By the way.
No, and it's all serious. I'll take the safe bet. The Yankees will just bullshit their way just because of the Yankees,
Okay.
and then they'll lose immediately or something. I don't know. That's a long ways away.
And then we have the AL Central. That's gonna be tough. I'm gonna go. That's a good division, man.
Should I tell you my pick?
Yeah, go with your pick.
Minnesota Twins.
The Twins.
Oh.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised one bit
Taking
by
the
that.
Twins. Their pitching staff is a little suspect, but I like. They still have who's their number one? They got a good number one there. He was an all-star last year.
Buxton?
No, their starting pitcher.
Oh,
Not Rosario.
God.
Rosario's gone. I forget his name. He's pretty good though. I'm taking them. They got Nelson Cruz back.
Irvin
Montas, you'll be fine.
Santana? No, wasn't Irvin Santana.
Oh, like 2016, probably would have been excited.
Yeah, okay, that's fair.
I think I'm gonna go with.
Take the White Sox. Just take the White Sox.
You know, that's who I was debating between the White Sox and the Indians, but I'm gonna go Indians. I'm gonna go Cleveland on that.
Who's left on Cleveland?
I do think the White Sox will be a wild card team, though. I'm gonna
They're
throw
probably
that.
not wrong. They got a good team. They got the MVP.
True. I'll pick whoever wins the division,
Okay, solid pick.
and then I'll be right no matter what.
I think that's a bulletproof pick. Here's a guy who picked the winning team in the division.
Yeah, exactly. Well, really, okay, the Detroit is stuck in hell forever.
Oh, dude.
I feel bad for them. Probably, I'll say Chicago. I think they'll be a big,
Okay.
they'll be a threat this year. Based
Yeah.
on
They got a lot of good. Yeah, they got a lot of good players on their team. They got a solid catcher. He's on the Brewers. What's his name?
Yasmani.
Yasmani. Yeah. Yep. And then they got the MVP, Tim Anderson.
That's right. And of course, with Jeff Samardzija leading the starting pitching, I think they'll be a real threat this year.
Good deal.
Oh wait,
We'll have to write these down. Everyone,
that was like 10 years
mark
ago.
your picks, and we'll come back at the end of this.
Fuck. Okay,
Hold on.
I'll write this down then. I'll write mine down. I'm not gonna write yours down.
Yeah. We'll all write our own down, and then we'll see how that goes.
Are we gonna put some bets on the season? Like, are we gonna? What are we gonna do?
No bets for me.
No bets for you.
Disclaimer: anybody from MLB or the Brewers listening?
That's right. Yeah, I think you need to tell the people your position within the Brewers.
No.
Yes, you're not. Why not?
You can't, because you don't dox yourself, bro.
Yeah, I can't dox myself, but I will not be participating in any bets on anything
Dean's the bench coach of the Brewers,
baseball
okay?
related.
Dean's the bullpen catcher for the Brewers, okay? Sorry.
Yeah, I mean, sorry to say, guys, but I know you're jealous.
Milwaukee Brewers, no.
I'm the guy that shoots the fireworks off when the home run, okay?
True. True. Okay, what are we on? Are we on the West now?
Yes, sir. The AL West. Man,
This is rough. This is rough.
Okay,
Yeah.
okay, I'll go first then.
Okay.
I am picking the greatest team in the last 10 years, the Houston Astros, to win the division.
Oh, they lost George Springer.
They're it'll be the greatest, quote, redemption story
Wow.
in the league, where they're going to prove the haters wrong and say, nah, bro.
And cheat even more.
No, dude, this one was legit, though. That's the way they're going to paint it. Yeah, we cheated that one time, yeah, whatever. But this time, we're going to do it the good way.
I believe it was 2 times.
Oh, whatever, 2 times, 3 times, who's keeping count?
I'm taking the Mariners.
Okay.
Oh, boy. I'm going to go with the Athletics, yeah.
The Athletics are good, but I don't know. I hear good things about the Mariners. They got some good rookies, I heard. So, I'm taking them.
Poor Mike Trout, dude.
Dude,
Yeah.
it's just a rip.
Come on, man. Get
Like,
him some help.
he's like, okay, we could get into the argument if Ryan Braun's a Hall of Famer or not. I definitely don't think so. But, like, he's like, Mike Trout's a guy who's just going to be stuck on the Angels forever.
It's funny because he is by far probably the best player in the league.
Not even close.
Probably one of the best players of all time, honestly.
And guess what? Who gives a fuck? Like, that's the sad part.
He's never going to win a ring.
Like, nobody gives a shit. They're just, oh yeah, there's Mike Trout, haha. Like, that's it. And then once he retires, everybody's gonna be like, oh fuck, wasn't he great? Like,
I know.
I don't know. He'll just be part of the mediocre Angels forever. And it's sad.
They're wrapped up. Like, that Pujols deal is so bad, and like they're just wrapped up in some bad contracts.
That's right.
Pujols,
Freddie.
last season.
Is it really?
Yeah, I
Dang,
think
I really thought he was gonna break the home run record.
Yeah.
Like, if he had like another 4 or 5, like another 4 seasons of like 20 to 30 home runs, he could have done it.
True.
He's close to 700.
Yeah.
What is he like? I don't even know.
But he's like 689 or something.
Yeah, like high 30s, close. So, yeah.
He'll always hold a special place in my heart just because he was part of the MLB 12 The Show intro.
Isn't that wild? Like, we have players like that.
Base hit for Albert Pujols. A double for David
Matt
Freese.
Maskerson yelling that.
I do. I have that shit memorized.
John
Very
Kruk.
exciting year for baseball. It's never come down to the last day. Okay, I'm done now. Anyways.
All right, so looking at the NL East now.
Okay.
Interesting.
Mets.
The Mets.
Mets.
Well, they have made some good offseason moves, so I wouldn't be surprised.
I'm taking the Mets. I like Lindor too much. He's been in the World Series. He's a leader. I'm taking the Mets.
Okay.
Mets in 6.
Okay. Sure.
I'm gonna go out on a limb and say, no, I'm not. I'm going with Atlanta.
With who? Atlanta? Oh my gosh,
yeah. I was gonna say Miami. Just because, dude, they were playing last season. Dude, they were getting hit so hard with COVID, and like at one point,
their whole team was out.
Yeah, their whole team was just like, they called up like 14, 15 minor league players at a time, like. Right. Because of so many people were out with COVID, and the league didn't stop or anything. Like, they just kept playing it. They're like, oh, well, keep playing.
Now,
were they the ones who got caught in Atlanta, like all going out? I thought those were the guys.
That might have been.
But they were like COVID central, the Marlins down there. They were
No.
Dude, isn't it
horrible.
wild? They got like 3 good teams. Like even like Philly's not terrible. Like they still got Bryce Harper.
Yeah.
Like they're not terrible. They could be a 3rd place team though.
Is Don Mattingly still the manager for the
Correct.
Marlins? Okay. I'll pick the Marlins. Fuck it. I like their uniforms.
Yeah,
Do
they
you?
did find ways to win though. They were winning,
True.
even with
That's
what they
true.
had.
Even with spreading COVID.
True.
Yep.
Those evil people, they should be put to death for that. Anyways, what? Yeah, I like Miami's uniforms. That's the only reason why I'm picking them.
That was yeah.
I'm
Sounds
going
like
back
something.
to 7-year-old logic me,
Yeah.
where they're that's a cool shade of gray. I'm gonna root for them. So that's what I'm doing.
On to our home division, fellas. The NL Central. The Brewers. Lock
You're
it
just
in.
biased. You're biased.
Yes, I am.
You're not objective like
Just
me.
take Pittsburgh, Chance. Just take Pittsburgh.
Yeah, but this is their year.
Andrew McCutcheon's going back.
Finally. Yeah, he's coming back for like a finale tour. A retirement tour.
He's a vibe. He's a vibe on the Phillies though. He just doesn't care anymore.
That's true. I wouldn't either. No, I'm gonna pick the Cardinals by default.
That's what it's gonna come down to. Cardinals and Brewers.
That's the safe pick.
I really wish the Brewers starting pitchers a hair better. So I'm gonna go Cardinals. The Brewers taking a wild card spot.
Okay, that's fair. That's pretty good.
And last but
Least.
unfortunately least, the NL West. The Dodgers. It's their division to lose. So
True.
Yeah.
going with the Dodgers.
They're
But the
stuck up
Padres
too. They're starting pitching scary.
Yeah.
I'll take the Dodgers too. I just think their pitching's too good.
Okay, let's end this show on another hot take. I'm gonna say
The
San
Colorado Rockies.
Francisco. No,
Oh,
the San
okay.
Francisco Giants, because in my head it is still 2010 and
Tim
Buster
Lincecum's on the
Posey
mound.
is in his prime, and Hunter Pence is on the. Wait, was he? I don't think he's on the team yet. Whatever, who cares? Yeah, San Francisco will shock the world. Tim Lincecum will come out of wherever the fuck he is, and he's gonna win the Cy Young. He's gonna throw 10 no-hitters.
Pablo
Flaming.
Sandoval?
Pablo Sandoval's back. Melky Cabrera is back.
What is happening?
Who else? Fucking.
Oh, who is their shortstop?
Travis Ishikawa's coming back.
Who is their shortstop? He played forever. He used to play the Marlins.
I don't. Oh shit.
Renteria.
Yes,
Oh,
him. And then was it Mitch Morse? Was he on the Giants? No, he was on the Padres, right?
Oh, here we go. I'm pulling up the roster. Matt Cain. Oh yeah.
Yeah, Matt Cain's coming back. They're just rebuilding that team from
Brian Wilson.
Yeah. Oh, Brian Wilson.
Aubrey
Beard.
Huff.
Bro.
Oh, former Brewer. Moda. Pat Burrell. Nate Sherholt. Aaron Rowland. Oh, this is Sergio Romo is on that team.
Sergio Romo.
He just signed a big deal for 20 against Yonder
Yeah,
Uribe.
dude. Yeah. So.
Oh, this is like basically baseball.
This probably won't happen, but that's my prediction that they're just gonna bring the band back together and say, "Come on, guys, one more." They'll have T-shirts, hashtag, one more run or whatever the fuck. Kind of like in wrestling when they have one more match, That's what's gonna happen. Is it gonna happen? Who knows? The world's a crazy place.
So we picked our division winners. Now we can go to wild cards, and for the AL, I'm going with the White Sox and the Yankees. Yankees and White Sox wild card for the AL and for the Central. Give me St. Louis and San Diego.
Oh, I'm going to take San Diego and Milwaukee for the NL. And then for the AL, I'm going to take the Chicago White Sox and let's go Astros.
Okay.
I'm down on the Yankees this year.
Okay, so after careful consideration,
They just brought back Brett Gardner.
Of 0.
Oh,
I mean,
no.
I haven't even. I have
I feel like he's
put
on
no
a bad
thought into
Yankees.
this, so I will pick for the NL. I'll pick Milwaukee and Philadelphia.
Whoa.
And for the AL, I'll pick Oakland and Toronto.
So you're telling me Los
Yes,
Angeles
I am.
or San Diego are not making the playoffs this year?
I just noticed that. Yeah, that's
That's a take right there.
They're gonna collapse or something, or like their stadiums will catch on fire or
Whoa.
something. Something will hinder them from
Wow.
making the playoffs. And I will be right, and you'll have to say, "Sorry, Chance. Sorry for doubting you."
Wow, I can't wait.
I can. This was horrible predictions for me, but well, I think we covered a lot. About football, the off season, how exciting that is, and a lot of baseball talk, more than I thought. But then again, you guys are much more versed in that than I am, so I have to do a lot more homework in that. But I think both off seasons and the beginning of the baseball season is shaping up to be quite interesting.
For sure. Again, as the weeks go on, we'll definitely have some more content and stuff. It's kind of like that lackluster period right now.
That's right. That was dog shit.
So we'll definitely be able to get some more in the next coming weeks here.
All right, so I think we've come to the end of episode 1. Gentlemen, if you'd like to give any closing remarks.
I don't know.
Sir. Make sure to drop a like and subscribe, and come back next week. We'll have some more content, and if there's anything anyone would like us to touch on, any subjects, leave them in the comments, and we'll be sure to get to that in a future episode. And look out, as we'll have some special guests eventually. And yeah, looking forward to continuing this hot take podcast.
Yeah, for sure. Yeah, no, thanks for doing this again, and I'm looking forward to doing this each week and stuff, and we'll be able to keep going with it, and we'll see where it goes.
All right, well, thanks for listening, and catch you next time, and be sure to make your today better than yesterday. Bye.
All right, we'll see.